In this video, I'll explain what a Pareto chart is, why it's so effective, and how you can create one step by step. We'll take the data we've collected and use it to answer one of the most important questions in quality improvement. Where should we focus first? That's exactly what a Pareto chart helps us do. A Pareto chart is a combined bar and line chart that ranks categories from highest to lowest frequency or impact. The bars show individual category counts. The line shows the running cumulative percentage as you move from left to right. Together, they make it visually obvious which few categories account for most of your problem. The underlying principle is the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. Roughly 80% of your defects, errors, or losses typically come from 20% of the causes. This is not a fixed law, but it holds often enough in practice that it has become a foundational concept in quality management. The Pareto chart is simply the tool that makes this pattern visible in your specific data. Let's walk through exactly how to build a Pareto chart. Step 1. Collect your data. You need a frequency count for each category you want to analyze. These categories could be defect types, failure modes, customer complaint categories, downtime causes, or any other classification where you want to understand which issues contribute the most. In our previous video, we created a check sheet that tracked 10 defect types on injection molding line, 3 over 5 days, recording a total of 57 defects. As you can see, this check sheet already provides exactly the data we need to build a Pareto chart. Step 2. Sort the categories in descending order. The highest count goes first on the left, the lowest goes last on the right. If you have a miscellaneous or other category, place it at the far right regardless of its count, because it is not a specific, actionable category. Our sorted order is flash, short shot, sink marks, splay, burn marks, flow lines, warping, contamination, weld line, and color streak. Step 3. Calculate cumulative percentages. Divide each category count by the total, then add each percentage to the running sum as you move through the sorted list. The first bar's cumulative percentage equals its own percentage. The second bar's cumulative percentage is the sum of the first two, and so on until you reach 100% at the last bar. Step 4. Draw the chart. Plot the bars in descending order using the left vertical axis for counts. Then plot the cumulative percentage line using a right vertical axis scaled from 0 to 100%. The cumulative percentage line begins at the percentage contributed by the first category and ends at 100% above the last bar. In our chart, the 80% cumulative line is crossed after flow lines, which includes the first 6 defect types. This means the classic 80-20 rule doesn't apply perfectly in this example, but that's completely normal. The Pareto principle is a guideline, not a strict rule. The important insight is that just 2 defect types, flash and short shot, account for more than half of all defects. That tells your team exactly where to focus first. By addressing the biggest contributors before the smaller ones, you can achieve the greatest improvement with the least amount of effort. Now you know how to build one. Let's continue with a few practical points worth knowing. Pareto charts work on counts and frequencies, not on root causes. They tell you what is happening most often, not why. Once you have identified your vital few, you move to a cause and effect diagram. You can check the video on this problem-solving tool, highlighted in the corner. You can also use a Pareto chart to analyze impact rather than frequency. If defect type A occurs 50 times at a repair cost of $2 each, and defect type B occurs 10 times at a repair cost of $100 each, the cost-weighted Pareto may look very different from the frequency-based one. Use whichever measure best reflects your actual business impact. Pareto charts are also useful for verifying improvement. Run a chart before a corrective action and another chart after, using the same time period and measurement conditions. If your vital few categories have shifted or reduced, you have evidence that the improvement worked. To summarize, a Pareto chart ranks your categories from highest to lowest and overlays a cumulative percentage line so you can immediately see which few categories drive most of your problem. If this was helpful, like the video and subscribe so you do not miss similar content. Leave a comment below if you have questions about reading or building Pareto charts, and I will see you in the next one.